Good afternoon, friends. My name is Hittesh Shaah and I am a wealth coach. I run a company called DHS2 Wealth Management Consultancy Private Limited. We are into a business of financial planning, investments, and insurance services. Today, I am going to talk on. It's a three-part series, and today is the first part, being three phases of Indian economy. And tomorrow we are going to take the second part, which is how people invest in India in these three phases, and the third part will be how would India invest in future. So let us begin with the first part, three phases of Indian economy. India is a young country of just 73 years old. The economy is 73 years old. And since then, since we inherited the economy in 1947. So I have made three phases of Indian economy. The first phase being 1947 to 1991. The second phase is 1991 to 8th November 2016, 8 p.m. to be precise, when Modi ji came on TV. And the third phase is from 8th November 2016 till the next 50 years or 100 years of economy, where India's economy will move. So, coming back to the first phase, in 1947, we inherited a very poor economy from the Britishers, and the economy was not doing well. We struggled a lot, and people didn't have that kind of money. They didn't make that kind of money, and the purchasing power was very low. And people didn't invest much money into not many assets also. So what happened was, like my mother told once, when we were looking for some residence for buying another residence in the 1960s and 70s, somewhat that time, we looked a flat at Marine Drive, sea facing, which was costing only 1,25,000. But we didn't have that kind of money to invest and buy that kind of flat. And had we bought around 3-4 flats at that point of time, if we had money, we would have been billionaires by now. So people didn't have that kind of purchasing power in the first phase, that is 1947 to 1991. India though struggled in the economy, but somehow it managed to form a group of G77. Now G77 is what? The G77 is the group of nations who are who have underdeveloping economy, and they try to bring up the economy and trade amongst them, and they formed a group of 77 countries, 77 nations. So India became a part of it in the first phase. In the second phase, Manmohan Singh became the finance ministry of India, and he was an economist. He was from the World Bank, and he brought in the concept called LPG. Yes, LPG is not liquefied petroleum gas, but LPG is liberalization, privatization, and globalization. So he opened up the economy to the world. He opened the economy of Indian companies to the world, and lot many foreign investors came in and invested in India. Lot many outsiders came and started doing business in India. Thus, business growth happened, businesses flourished, economy also went up, and people started making money. They started making a lot of money. People, good business and good profit happened. Lot of business income growth was happening. Lot of salary income was going up, and they made good amount of money, thus making them cash rich, or you can say good well-to-do families. In that process, people started generating more income, surplus income, and that surplus income went into investments. So people had that purchasing power and they did a lot of investments. And this investment happened in another concept called the black money. Now, black money also got generated when the business improved, the businesses grew, and surplus money generated. The black money also was generated because there was undeclared income and declared income. So the investment pattern in that second phase depended upon what kind of availability of that money is there with the individual or the families or the people of India. So if people had more black money, they invested in gold and properties, and people had that white money, they invested in financial instruments. So I will talk more into detail about this physical assets and financial assets of India in the second part. But coming back to the Indian economy, which went up, we also, were promoted from G77. We entered into you can say good economic growth nations, whereas it's called G20. Now G20 is basically the group of 20 nations who are having a good economy, who economy is on a developing mode, the country is on a developing mode, but G20 was formed by G7. Who are these G7 countries? They are the superpower, they are the super economic growth countries. First is USA, UK, Canada, Italy, France, Germany, and Japan. So these are the 7 countries which were there in and formed a group called G7. No other countries were allowed to come in that group. But they thought, like all these countries who are developing and having a good growth in their economy, they invited around 13 countries and they formed a group called G20. So in this, the economy also prospered and everything was going on smoothly unless the 8th of November 2016, when our Honorable Prime Minister announced demonetization. Demonetization brought in a great change in our economy as well as the way people were doing business. Modi ji wanted to eradicate, to remove and kill the black money economy, which was also known as a parallel economy. And Modi ji withdrew the 500 and the 1000 denomination notes from the market, from the circulation, and people who had this money in surplus or in whatever quantity they wanted to dispose of them as early as possible. And Modi ji wanted white economy, a complete transparent economy where actual economy, the actual transparent, it will again bring it growth in the economy. Now what happened is during this time even the investment happened totally into a transparency, totally into white economy, only into financial markets. Again, that will be taken in the second part. But in this third phase, which is post 8th November 2016, India still grew and the economy was growing at a very good pace. And I am happy to tell you that in this year we have the 5th largest economy in the world. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. And by 2028, we will be the 3rd largest economy of this world. We will be surpassing Japan and we will be on the 3rd position. And by 2040, we will be also surpassing USA. USA being the 2nd largest now is we are going to surpass them in 2040. First largest economy being China. So we will be the 2nd largest economy. And economy here in India is going to grow and it's going to grow in a very fast mode. Even though even the post-COVID to 2019 era, when the country will come back to normalcy, India and China will be the fastest countries who will come out of this setback of current situation, and it will be one of the most developing countries, or maybe rather in 15 years time will be the developed country of this world. So friends, this is just a base which I wanted to tell you about, because on this base is the two other parts are dependent. That is, where did people invest in India in these three phases, and where will people invest in future? Maybe it is post demonetization or post COVID 2019 era. So this was just a small talk where I just wanted to simplify the transition of Indian economy since 1947 to 2016 and onwards. So it was an endeavor to just simplify this so that anybody can understand, and I'm sure you must have liked it. Please tune in again for the most important part, that is the second part, which is there, which I will be talking tomorrow at 12 noon, same time, on live on Facebook, about where did India invest in these three phases. And the third and the most important part also is going to be the day after tomorrow, same time 12 noon, where will people invest and what one should be doing and how one should be investing their hard-earned money, and how they can ensure that their investment is safe and secured forever. So thank you friends, thank you so much for watching me live, and I also want to thank all the people who helped me to build up this talk, and my gurus and my associates who have been working to plan out this talk on this Facebook. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. God bless you. Thank you so much. Bye.